Hi, this is Steve from helpmepodcast.com, and I just wanted to give you a quick run through of how to create your first post on WordPress. So let me just share my screen here real quick. Okay, entire screen share. And I'm going to switch over to this. So I'm going to assume that you already know how to get into the back end of your WordPress site. I'm in the back end of our WordPress site, Funky Fitness Now. And what you're going to do is you're going to take a look down the side here, and you see all these different options. The one that we want is posts. So we can either look at all the posts, which is what I've done here. I've clicked on all posts, and you can see all these different ones. You can see this one is just a draft, so it hasn't been published. These other ones have all been published. And it'll show you who the author is, what the category is, if there's any tags on those posts. So some different information there. But we want to create our own new post. So we're just going to hit Add New. And another way you can do that is up here too. You can add new post right there. So either way works fine. So I'm going to click on that. And I'm going to come over here. And so this is where we would enter the title of our post. So I'll just call it whoops, what happened? There we go. Our test post. And then down in here is where you'll write all of your content. Now, there's a lot of stuff here, and we'll talk about this in a second. But there's two tabs here. This is called visual. This one is called text. And I'll show you what the difference is. So in visual, it's almost like a WYSIWYG where you're just going to see what you're typing. It's like Word or like Word or a word processor. So if I write something like this is a link, it just looks like that. Now, if I want to create a link to something here, I can highlight the word link and go to this little guy which says Insert Link. And right here I can type in the link that I want it to go to. So maybe it's cnn.com. And I can even choose whether I want it to open in a new tab or not. Usually I do that because I don't want people to navigate away from the site when they're looking at a post. Now, if I'm linking to something like an affiliate link where I don't want them to be distracted, then I won't do this, and I'll have that link overtake the page. So it really depends on what you're trying to do. So I'm going to hit Add Link. And now you can see that it's highlighted. If they click on that, it would take them over to cnn.com. Now, the reason I did this is I want to show you how it looks in text mode. When you come here, now you see all of this HTML code. That's what the text part of this box is. This is where you could type HTML code if you wanted to. So if you wanted to make something bold, using HTML, you could do that here, like that, but you can do it over here also. So just as easy to do it here. So let's start talking about what some of these different things are here. So we just saw bold. That's pretty easy. We also see italicized, again, just like a word processor. You can also do strike through if you care to, for whatever reason. If you want to do bullet points, whoops, not point 1, point 2, for example. You could also do the same thing with a numbered list if you wanted to. If you are quoting somebody from a different site, you can put these block quotes around it, and you can type whatever you want in here so it knows that it's coming from someplace else. So those are some of the basic things. A few other things, this is just your alignment. We already saw how to insert a link. You can also remove a link if you want to. So I can just click this and remove that link. It's gone. This is a read more tag. So if you wanted to write a paragraph up here and then at the end of it, you wanted to just tell the person to read more, then they'd only see this part. Let's see what else we got here. Whoops, I just put in a couple of those. And again, you can always just highlight and delete as well. I'm not going to get into these things because these are specific to this Curate plugin that I've got, so I won't worry about that. Underline, of course. This is your text color. Paste as text is pretty. This is pretty useful if you're bringing in some content from like a word processor or a Google Doc. You might want to click this first, and it comes up and says you're now going to paste in plain text mode. You say OK, and then paste in what you want. That way you don't get any funky formatting characters or anything coming into your post. Let's see, clear formatting, special characters. I'm not going to worry about any of these things right now. That's stuff that's a little bit beyond where we need to be. This pull down is pretty important though. This is where you're going to do your H1, H2, H3s. So you might have a heading. This is the main, heading for this, with two O's, this post. And then I would highlight this, and I could just make this heading 1. And then I could do heading 2. If there was a subheading, I would make it look like this, and so on and so forth. So that's how you kind of create everything there. If you take a look over on the right-hand side, I'm not going to worry about this because, again, that goes with that plugin that I've got, or this template piece, which is kind of different. This is your publish box. So this is where if I was ready to publish this to the site, I would just hit the publish button and go. I can save it as a draft, or I can preview. You can also, right here, you can schedule it. So you can say, oh, I want this to be published on March 9th at a certain time. And then when you hit OK, you see the publish changes to schedule. Let's just save it as a draft for right now. And then let's preview it. So I'm gonna right click on preview post here in this link and just tell it to open in a new window. I could also do that over here if I wanted to. So this will show us what this post actually looks like. So this is out on the main site. You can see all this stuff, different stuff that we did as we were kind of putting that stuff together. So it's all coming out there. Let's see what else we have here. Go down through here. I'm not going to worry about that right now. You would give it a category. If you had different categories you wanted your post to go in, you could click that right here. If a category didn't exist, you could create one right here. Just click Add New Category, and it shows right up. This is where you could put your tags, and then your featured image would go here. Now, I usually use 600 by 600, but it depends on your theme, your layout, what you want to do. Let's just put something in. I can either upload something or I can just take it from my media library. So I'm just going to grab this image, say set featured image. And we will, up here, we'll do save draft again. Now I'm going to go out to my preview tab and just refresh that. Oh, yeah, I gotta go home. Hang on. Oh, you know what? I'm not gonna be able to see that. This is just an example of what they look like, though. If you have a featured image, this is the featured image for this post. It just shows up here. When you click on the post, you may have put a different image in the post, which is perfectly fine, but your featured image is the one that kind of shows up in your list of posts like this. So that's what we did before. Let's put an image inside of our post. So we've got the featured image. So this would show up if we published. Let's put another one just inside of our post, maybe right here. So I'll just add something. I like the guy with the donut. So right here it tells me to align left, which is kind of what I want. So I'll put it right there like that. I'll hit Save Draft. I'll come out here and, oh, I got to do right-click Preview Post because I changed that. There he is. So now he's in the main post. So those are just some of the really basic things that you need to know to get started and write your very first post. So just a quick review. You come over here, hit add new post, put your title in. You come in here and just use this like a word processor. You use all of these functionalities up top for bold, italicized, what have you. Over on the right-hand side in the publish area, this is where you save it, or you publish it, or you schedule it. You add your featured image down below, which will show up in your list. And then you can also put an image right in here. You do that just by clicking on the Add Media. I guess I kind of went a little fast there. The Add Media button. You just click Add Media, and you can either take an image from your current library or upload a new image from your computer. So that is, in a nutshell, how you do your very first post on WordPress. Let me stop sharing my screen here. Maybe. This is always a very scary part. Okay, I don't know, it doesn't need to be that scary. But so anyway, hopefully that is helpful for you in terms of just doing that very first post on WordPress. I'll come back and talk some more about different things like pages and plugins, and we'll get into some specific things that you want for podcasting in some of our next episodes. So make sure you come back and check that out. Visit me on helpmepodcast.com for more information. Okay, I'll see you later. Bye.